Folks, welcome into the Buffalo Sabres pregame show on the Crossing Swords podcast. I'm your host, Ty B, joined by Dwayne. You saw that design just over us on the screen. This is our brand new design. Go check out the link in our bio to go grab that on the TeePublic. There's a nice little sale on that right now. But Dwayne, the Buffalo Sabres got a big win over the Rangers Tuesday night, looking to double it up. You think they got it in them tonight?
I definitely do. We really took it to the Rangers last game, even though it was a tight game, 3-2. I thought Buffalo, and I think the numbers will show they did dominate 5-on-5 play, especially that first line. Jack finally got his first tuck of the season, got that big gorilla off his back, and now he can keep moving forward. He's gripping his stick a little bit less tightly, and I really think now that line will really start to take off and go on an absolute heater here.
Oh, absolutely. We've been talking about it for a while here. If Jack gets going, he might really, really get going. And obviously playing with Taylor Hall, that should make things a little bit easier for him. I absolutely love him to keep going. They had a great game the other night. And talking about a great game the other night, Eric Stahl, Dylan Cozens, and Victor Olofsson going to be together yet again today. We're seeing some continuity in the lineups this year from Ralph Kruger, and Stahl's really looking like he's found his place with Cousins playing on the side.
I said it in the start of the season too. Don't be surprised when you see Dylan Cousins move up to that second line. He has the speed, and he showed in the World Junior Tournament he has the ability with the speed along the wing to play on the wing, and be just as good of a winger as he is a center. We saw Sam Reinhart. Sam Reinhart was drafted as a center. He hasn't played center at all in the past 4 or 5 seasons. He's been on Jack's wing, attached to his hip for a long time. I'm not saying that's going to be the outcome for the future for Dylan Cousins, but he's showing that he can perform at a high level on the wing in his rookie year.
No, absolutely. And looking at this game tonight, we're going to see Linus Ullmark in net yet again for the Buffalo Sabres. He's been playing very well, and he came up strong there in that third period where the Sabres seemed like they really sat back. They weren't getting things going offensively, and they played a soccer style of park the bus there. I didn't really like that. They had great numbers the rest of the night. They really dominated that first and second period, even though they weren't on top of the scoreboard after one. But they really, really had that energy there in the second, and it looked like they could have continued it. We didn't get a full 60 minutes out of them, but they were able to hold on to the lead. What do you think about Ullmark going again here tonight, Dwayne?
I think it's the right move. Even if Carter Hutton, whether he is or isn't ready to play, Ullmark, he has two wins in a row here. And it just makes sense to just, ride the guy that's hot. And right now it's Ullmark. He's going to let in a questionable goal here and there, but he had a very strong game 2 nights ago, and I think he'll have another strong performance here tonight. I know we've heard rumors this past week that Buffalo is looking for another goaltender. I still think they should go find another goaltender, whether he's brought in to be the 1A or the 1B. We definitely need a stronger goaltending tandem going forward if we expect to make the playoffs in this division.
And speaking about this division, we got the ticker going at the bottom now, looking at the standings. Washington leading the division, 11 points. Boston, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh all at 9. The Devils tied with the Sabres at 7. And the Islanders and the Rangers in the basement. And speaking about a man who's in the basement of the Mass Mutual East Division, we have none other than Dewey Crocs here joining us with the JDH beanie. How you doing on the island?
What's going on, fellas? Dwayne's been talking a lot of smack the last couple of days, and I'm excited to see his pretty face. Not as excited as I am to see your Buffalo Sabres next week. You sound like somebody who lost their bagels.
Yes, absolutely. But someone who's lost their bagels and is struggling right now, the New York Islanders. Dewey, what's wrong right now?
We're not scoring, man. I mean, that's just the biggest issue. That's the name of the game. In theirs,
it's been a few
out
years.
Of ours, and we're just not doing it. I mean, we only allowed 11 goals in our first 6 games, which is great. That's definitely top 5 in the league with fewest goals allowed. But obviously, if we're not winning games, we're not scoring more than the goals that we're allowing. So there's obviously an issue there. And it's the power play, too. Nothing is clicking. It's been a problem for years. We're missing a top 6 forward, a wing to be specific. And it's been the same old thing the last couple of years. It's just the offense that can't click. Thank God our defense works and our goaltending is great, but the offense is not doing its job right now.
Oh no, it's not. Not at all, Dewey. I don't know if how you're gonna find goals. You're gonna have to try to buy them. The Sabres have kind of figured it out right now. We're seeing them score enough. I can't wait until they play each other because I think the Sabres are going to absolutely shit pump the Islanders right out of their own barn. They're going to take them out on Chippewa and make them their little kids. I don't know what they're going to do. It's going to be wild.
I mean, it's going to be a great game for sure. But I think the way the Islanders have their system and the way you guys have your system, it's definitely going to be a fair matchup on both sides of the ice.
Yeah, so Dwayne, looking at this one again tonight, where's your prediction falling? We could go any way. Do the Sabres repeat it? But I'll wait on the Sabres prediction. What's your prediction on that Islanders game?
They suck, so I'm gonna say they're gonna lose.
Nice.
Especially when they come here to Buffalo, the 716. Matthew Barzal is going to line up across from Jackie Daddy Eichel, and he's going to get dragged all over the ice by us cojones, baby. You go back to the island because nobody cares about you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Vitek Vanacek in net for the Capitals. I'm going Capitals all day. Sorry, Dewey. What's your prediction?
I want to see my team win. I want to see this mentality that we've had last season, the year before, that got us into the playoffs, that deep run last year. We're not showing it. Every game matters. Every game is in division. It's 4 points every single night. And if you're not going to show up and play, then guess what? It's time to let the kids play. And I believe we got Kiefer Bellows and Oliver Wahlstrom on the sides of J.G. Pajot. It's tough to see Leo Komarov in the mix, but missing Beauvillier is a big piece of the puzzle here. And I don't know why he slotted Leo Komarov on the second line. I mean, could have kept Bellows there, could have put Michael Delcall and Wahlstrom on the sides of Pajot, but we'll see. The scoring has to come from in-house this year. Obviously, with everything going on in the flat cap, it's going to be really tough for anybody to offer a lot of money for a big name this season. So the scoring has to come in-house, and from reports going with Oliver Wahlstrom and scouting, he's got a good shot. So let's see it.
All right, they're going to lose. Vanacek hasn't lost yet in regulation. Sorry, Dewey. On to the Sabres-Rangers game. I don't care what you think about this one. You probably want the Rangers to win, so Dom's not as mean to you tomorrow. I figured you'd love that one. So looking at it here for the Sabres, I think, Dwayne, I'm going to go Sabres win 4-2. They're scoring pretty well, going up against you got Shesterkin in net tonight. He's not won a game yet this year, giving up about 3 goals a game, goals against average in the 880s. Don't love what he brings in this. Not a ton of confidence yet early on, where the Sabres are really building it offensively. You're seeing these lines really gel, and they're playing as a cohesive unit. Risto is playing out of his mind. Shout out to Chef Darian Bryan, keeping him fed up. He's got the recipe for success, and the Sabres team seems to be eating it up. Yeah, like I said, 4-2 Sabres. Dwayne, what do you got?
I'm going to go 5-2 Buffalo. Jack Daddy Eichel is going to have a 3-point night, 2 goals, score and have an apple. Olmark's going to have another great game. And, I'm just going to I'm going to put Ristolainen on the scoreboard too. I think he's going to keep piggyback off the couple of strong performances he's had. He's going to put one in the back of the net tonight.
Wow. I would love to see Frylock score again. He's been playing phenomenally. I would not mind him getting rewarded. He deserves some. Yeah, Dahlin's really picked up his game as well. The power play has figured things out. The Sabres are playing well in all facets of their game. Let's hope it continues tonight. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in on the Crossing Swords pregame show. We'll be back during the intermissions, hopefully making fun of Dewey, getting blown out by the Capitals, and celebrating lots of Sabres goals. That'll do it for myself, Dwayne, and Dewey. Make sure you get out there, buy yourself some GameStop, some AMC, some Nokia, whatever you got to do. Beat Wall Street. Beat the Rangers. Let's go, Buffalo.